Hello, hello. Mike Cornwell here. Another Node and Layers coding video. I'm your host, Mike Cornwell. And today, what we're going to do is we are going to go back into the toolkit. We're almost done. We're doing this massive refactor so that it just like auto does everything we need. And what it needs to do is it needs to create a minimum API that basically once it creates it, you're ready to go in and just start pumping out backend type stuff. It's actually pretty close to that already. It just is missing some of the coding libraries and some things like that. But I think we're ready to hop right in. So let's go in. We got our cursor here. If you saw our last video, it's probably exactly where the last one was left off. We're in our toolkit here, and the big thing is this API. Now, of course, we're doing templating, so we're going way into our templates. MCP. There's a lot here that's got to be done. That is not API name. Just looking at what we got here. Yep, so we got MPI, MCP server. On another view here, I unfortunately can't show you. It's kind of a private system. I'm basically pulling all the awesome stuff out of there, and then I'm putting it into here. Let's see here. Oh. MCP AI. Let's see. Here, let me get OBS up to where I can at least see that there's nothing goofy going on. See, hopefully the camera doesn't do some weird stuff like I saw it do a minute ago. It was doing some really bad, what's it called? Focusing. All right. You know what? I'm trying to think. I don't need that. This can't be the cursor that we were working with. Yeah, here we go. 76%. Okay, now we need to do the API. You know what? Before I work on like the packages, I'm going to look at what are the actual folders and stuff that you would need. Oh, that's right. We need this right here. Which is a going into the bin folder. See if there's anything of concern in there. I don't see anything. Okay. MCP. Right. System and system config. Okay, so that means we need a system folder, and then we need a types.ts. Sorry, here we need another types.ts, and then this is going to be yep. We'll get to that in a minute. Yep, this is the types. So then it should have that now. It does. Then system config. Oops, that's a folder. Okay. System config. All right. Oh, we actually do need that. No. This is not correct. Server connection. Okay, we need that. Oh, you know what? We actually don't need that. We need, much better would just be to do, yeah, that. Because this will just give it right to us. Yep, and then we also need that. Boom. Yeah, so we don't need any of that junk. All right. Let's see what else we got. So we got the MCP server thing here. And what this does is allow you to run this server from the base. This would need to change. I overwrote this in my own. I could provide it. Why not? I'll go ahead and provide that. MCP. We're also going to need a config.base.ts. And then we'll create a dev. Oh, you know what? You really need a local. All right, config. Always doing a bunch of stuff off screen. Sorry about that. This is a very beefy config file I've got over here. I've got to actually move it out of the command line into a text file and then piecemeal it back in over here. All right. Let's see. What do I not want? Don't need any of that. We're not doing REST. Okay. Environment should be on there. Yeah, so the big one is your apps here. Await promise.all. There's a lot of them here. Okay, copy, paste that one. I don't need one of these. You don't need that. Maybe it's not so bad. I don't know why my phones are going off. All right. Need this for the deployed version. Whatever. Okay. Oh, then we need to do source MCP index.js. Of course, we haven't created this yet. Let's do it now. MCP.ts. Let me see. Are there any ones in here that I can't share? Yeah, I don't want to share all these. Got that. Okay, there's a bunch here. Ignore. Okay, we don't need any of these. These ignore layer functions is a pretty sweet capability. Basically, there's so much logging that goes on, and this is an opportunity to stop cross-layer logging that happens at certain levels because it's not super useful. Let's get rid of that. Some of it happens like before the application even really starts. So, okay, we'll do this as well. We probably don't need this. Okay, and then MCP name. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to want this. We don't need this. I'm very curious why it doesn't need this. That kind of doesn't make any sense. Oh, it doesn't know that this is async. Is this? Oh, that's in logging. Well, duh. And then this is not here either. It is one level lower. No, this is definitely supposed to be here. Oh, I see. As. Actually, that would be better. No, actually. Property server. No, this is. Is not assignable to type connection. I'm really confused. You know what? I probably need to update this library. I don't know if I've actually done it. Here, I'll do it down here. What is this? No, we're not in core. We are in Toolkit, npm install. I'm just gonna TS ignore this for now. All right. Layer order is missing. Yeah, I was about to say that's definitely one of them that we needed to get in here. We don't need express. I think we're pretty good. Oh, no, we need this. Let's put it right here. Okay. Oh, here's our SDK stuff. Why would I need SDK though? I'm gonna assume we don't. Okay, logging. Okay. Do we have MCP? Sorry, I wish I could show you all this, but I cannot. Okay. Then we need to go and build this thing. MCP. Export. Yes. That's absolutely not what it's supposed to be. what do we got here? Let's see if I can just wholesale copy paste this in. I probably can. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. What this allows you to do, why I have this in here is, it allows you to override some of the MCP functionality. Or it allows you to add in the ability to add unprotected routes and stuff like that, custom protected routes. And I could definitely see people needing to do that. It has Redis in here. We don't need Redis. We don't need this. Don't need that or this. Actually, we do need this. Okay. Don't need any of these. It has MCP. MCP, it's right there. If I, yeah, VS Code is kind of weird sometimes. Yeah, so this is, maybe I can't include this because what's this? If route. If not, skip off, protect it. Oh, I see. I see. So what I need to do. What is with? Oh, this is in the wrong folder. Move. This, we do have an MCP. Let's go to system. No, it's this type right here. Yep. Oh, let me put my local one in. We don't have that. Merge. Oh. I have this whole other thing about doing secrets and stuff. Because you shouldn't put secrets in your config. It really needs to go in like a separate file. But I don't have this thing built in right this second. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, where we at? Oh yeah, I gotta think about this. Oh. Run your normal protected route. Okay, so we got that. We don't want to do auth. Want if not skip auth. I just realized that. Oh yeah, never mind. If we okay, add custom protected route. Here, what I need to do is this. Adds a custom route. The route, which method to expose. Auth callback. This is weird. I don't even know why I put this in here. Oh, maybe this is a custom. No. Is this a route that is protected but in a different way? Oh, yeah. Useful. Like, protecting a normally OAuth 2 system with API keys. I don't know. That's pretty much what it is. Okay. Adds a route that should not be protected at all. The express path, the HTTP method. Starts the MCP server. The full system context. Yep, you need the full system context. You don't need that. Set your JSON payload max size. And I would definitely recommend it being pretty high, although I'm sure 1 gig is probably more than you need. Let's just, that's actually 10 gigs. There it is. Okay. There we go. Apparently we do need Express. Okay, I'm going to put this in the toolkit then. And then, where's it at? Templating, and then we go into, no, it's not templating. It would be an API, then features. Yep, so then go here and go down here. Boom. No. Don't do that. All right. One thing that's so nice about node and layer systems, once you get a feeling like you understand the nature of like layering and what the different layers like represent, it's actually really easy to find everything. And so you can navigate a massive, you know, code base that's kind of all over the place by just knowing like what domain is it, what does this relate to, and then what functionally, what layer would it be in. But you have to have discipline to put those things in the right layers. So like, don't put service code inside your features. Don't do it. It will save you again and again and again. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. So now this is legitimate. All right. We need to put ES main in here. This other stuff too. We need to do arg parse. All right, let's go back to package. We need this. Copy, paste. Then we needed, what was it? Arg parse. Got kind of a cough going on. You know what? I'm just going to put express in here directly. I'm not sure that this is super duper needed to go through all that, this kind of stuff for these. All right. All right, let me think. Is there anything else we need? I guess what we should do is, it's already building automatically to the side here on my watch for the toolkit. Let's go back to our like temp system here, and then I'm sure this is not going to work. The name, we'll call it API. I have no idea. Oh, T is MCP. SDK name is required. I literally just put it in. API features. You know, I'm gonna do this. Let's do that. Okay. Well, let's go take a look at the bin here. One thing I'll say is let's go through this because this isn't quite doing it how I want it to do it. See, required. I cannot stand this. Yep. Don't need required because that's already there. Actually, I am going to. Yep, there we go. And then I don't want to do any of this. Okay, supposedly it worked. It's the same problem. We have the same problem with the SDK, or with that it puts it in a nested subfolder. Let it take care of that. In the meantime, it didn't do any of the npm installs. It didn't do any of that stuff. So hoping this thing would just figure it out. SDK features. It's really supposed to be doing all of this. Copy. Paste. Oh, it's not going to do any of that. It's not saying what's actually changed. Okay, so now let's run it again. There it goes. Now it's doing stuff. Well, that's pretty good. All right. Can I find... That seems a little weird. Oh, we need to do the health service. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, we need to do the health. I'll do that in a sec. I'm going to change this. It's conflicting with something else of mine. All right. In another folder, I am now taking a look at our SDK to basically point to this thing. Fig.base. Did I only do dev? I did. I'm going to change that. Basically, last time in templating an SDK, I did dev. This really I should give local. Here's going to be local. Get rid of that. All right, now it's complaining about something. Cannot find module. SDK dev. What? Oh. I put dev at the totally wrong spot. Uh-huh. You can see it. Try to make the request. Feature not found. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Now I need to go and we're going to copy over my health check. Pretty sure I can just copy this outright. Code, node and layers, toolkit, source, templating, templates. Sorry, I'm moving this right now. API, TypeScript, MCP, source. There. Health. We don't need this. This is old. Don't need that. Features. Okay. We don't need that. Oh. We do need the name of the SDK. We need the package name. Yep. Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah, let me take a look in this, because okay, maybe that'll work. Yeah, I'm very curious to see if this is gonna work. So one. Yeah, very curious. Let's see. And then do we have anything like that? No. Health features. Yep. Then in the base here, we need to add okay, now we got that. All right, let's get rid of our API. Let's try creating it again. Seems like it's not doing a proper npm install. Just not, yeah. Is this async? No. Let me see. Where are they at? Services, package. Exec sync. I don't understand. I'm gonna have to fix that. All right. Oh, yep. I'm gonna change this every time. Okay. Now let me do. Oh, I should have kept it up. I'm gonna call it from our SDK client. Look at that. Totally worked. I love it. I love it. So that right there. See, this video has gone for 39 minutes. Other than fixing this npm install, which hopefully doesn't take 2 hours, we're pretty much done. That's all it really takes to. We didn't even need technically this MCP layer. I added that in just as like a courtesy that I've had to do some overrides before, and it's not immediately obvious how that is done. But this is a blank canvas right here that's ready to go. You just run that. We actually also need a shell. Let me go ahead and get that. I think eventually I'm going to build that into the toolkit, but that's not really a thing I can do right this second. You know what? I think I'm going to choose a different toolkit. I did want to see, so if I go here, and then let's look at the health and the types. Oh yeah, there we go, at fake system SDK. What I want to do is I need to get, I'm going to get the shell from my other system. And then I might be able to just copy paste this outright. Oh yeah, there's some of these things you will want to know about. Yeah, this is totally fine. I can copy this outright. The shell, man, I love some shells. Yeah, the SDK is different, which is why that video took as long as it did to actually do. This, very straightforward. Yep, gets a shell into the system. Okay, so now we'd have to rebuild our fake API. So I got to fix the npm install problem. I definitely want this thing up and running. It's none of this. It's all in the features. All right, we're just going to run it, and then I'm going to look. See it. Oh no, no, this is API name. That ought to do it right there. Oh, you know what? It's probably a bunch of ESLint and this and that problem. Yeah, there's other stuff I'm missing here. Let's do, I should be able to just copy this. There's a bunch of these that I need. I need this, 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 that. Copy all of these and then drop them in here. Here we go. And we're still dying. All right, well, let's actually see what's going on here. Oh. Source index. Oh, well, of course not. That's not real. This is... Cannot find module features. That doesn't make sense. So don't I have right here? Right, and then I should be able to... Oh, it doesn't have it. Well, that would cause some problems. Oh, no, 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 no. What am I doing? I need to go to features and then over here. Oh, it already has it. I don't need any of this stuff here. Okay. There's a lot of moving parts on this thing. Okay. CD API, BAM package. Okay. Oh, I guess the SDK is not exporting. May not be exporting those types. There it is. These are just all TypeScript problems. Certainly not code problems. All right, so CD still got a problem going on. Okay, so we have that. No. I've got this wrong. Yep. This is how you can tie together all these packages on your local file system without having to publish them, is you basically just do a dist folder. It's the value of the monorepo. Okay, so now it's claiming that it does not have a health check response. It may not. It does have health check response. Oh, the other thing too, this probably doesn't have an annotated. It does not have an annotated annotated function. It's crazy how much this thing knows what it's doing. Wow. No, this is here, get rid of all that. Okay, so I need this, but then I need SDK types. Get health. Okay, that's the What is this? If you need additional services for checking health, put them here. Yeah, this is like, there's nothing there. Get health is an annotated function. That is actually not correct. Oh, it is. Wow. I was right. It was wrong. Or it was right. I was wrong. So now we do that. What is it complaining about? Let's see. That might be a not relevant issue. We'll find out momentarily. Source health types. It exports it. Health check response. It's exported right here. This might be a package problem. Oh, I see. Maybe I don't actually need to do dist. I may not. Now that I'm actually like really looking at it. I would certainly rather not, but let's see. Still doing it. Oh, man. I love it. I was like, oh, we're all done. 30 minutes. Well, that was 20 minutes ago, and now we've got yet more problems going on. All right. Took a few minute break. Now I'm back here. Let's see. It's kind of two issues. One, some of the schema types being not equivalent. Oh, you know what? I think I know what the issue is. This needs to have Zod. I don't think it has Zod. Got a pretty strong feeling about this one. Well, maybe not. This Zod 3 to 4 transition has not been very easy. Let's just solve one thing at a time here. So this, I guess this thing's not building. What's going on here? Let me, oh, I know. I've got to redo the SDK. Never, duh. You know what? I'm not. Alter this, create SDK. Nope. Oh, got to rebuild, I guess. I don't know why. Okay. All right, now let's do the same thing with API. I see. No prettier configured. Oh, darn it. Well, that explains things. Our package, JSON is not done. some default crap that AI created. That's a good sign, though. This should be a lot better. ESLint not found. Of course it's not. Oh, I see. Go ahead and copy this. Yes, it's got a locked TypeScript. I love a locked TypeScript. All right. Oop. Really got to update that default message name from the simple logging. All right, that's a good start, though. Really good start. So basically what you're telling me is if I build, it now builds. Let's do our local test. Got to change that. Okay, so that's up. Trying to clear out a bunch of stuff. What is this? Temp, fake system, SDK. Doing something outside of the basic and run the SDK outside here. Of course, it wasn't in this window. Got so many windows open. All right, well, we'll just run from scratch. Client, local, and then this is health.get health. Feature. Oh, I need to edit the config. Too big. Expect an array to have 2 items. Well, it's kind of working, kind of not. Maybe this is the issue. There it is. I need to basically do a need to update the SDK here. There's a couple issues. One, if there's nothing, do that. And then we want to default with a new that's the standard for functions, for features. Okay. Then there was another issue, I think. Oh, yeah. The config here should really match. Right now, it does not match. So this, do 5001. And then the other thing is I don't think we need, I can confirm right here. I don't think we need this port number. Oh, no, we absolutely do. Do we need here? No, we don't. There we go. So that means, let me go to our config base here, go down. We need that one, but we don't need this one. Okay, I don't want to cause confusion. All right, super exciting. I'm trying to think if there's any, oh, I know what I got to finish all the ESLint cleanup here real quick. Let's see how I want to solve all this. Here first, let's get rid of all this. Features, that should definitely be before. Okay. Context is never used. Okay, we don't need that. Cross-layer prop does never use. Unexpected empty object pattern. Does Toolkit have Zod? Because there shouldn't be any issue here. That's why. All right. Context never used, empty object pattern. Okay. Functional models are not added. Oh, crap. Oh, actually, I should do it as part of this. Or MCP. Actually, I do think it needs that. Oh, it doesn't have Lodash. Is it using Lodash? Gosh, this window down here is so bugged. Oh, I need that. MCP AI. Okay. Okay. We're almost done here. Which one is this? MCP. Oh. Yes, I would agree. $401. Let's just do. Okay. I actually really don't like this. This really should be. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Async arrow function 40. Oh, don't want to do that. There can be some problems actually with that. Modifying an array. I'm probably going to have to TS ignore that. All right, so now maybe I should call this backend instead of API. Because that's effectively what it is. It is a backend. Okay, health features 2. Oh. $48. Oh, it's not supposed to do that. Hmm. 83. Cool. Look at that. It's all done. Why is it doing prettier on dist? It really shouldn't. You know, another thing we should do here is just go ahead and prettier this. All right, let's look at our fake system. Should actually have all the packages it needs now. Yeah, it's gonna have it in there twice, but it has our SDK. Cool. Let me think if there's anything really else. Oh, that's right. I wanted to call it backend. Ugh. Okay. Rename. There's going to be a lot here. Want to refactor this. I want API to be called backend. As API. It should be backend. Almost there. Really almost there. I probably didn't need to go in here and do this refactor, but I figure I might as well. You know, we're getting ready to release this. We want it all kind of tightened and buttoned up, and in reality, it should be backend. It shouldn't be API. Because the backend may have all sorts of things that are not related to an API, such as, you know, a cron job that runs and does stuff. It's not an API. API is that thin front layer. No aliases. Just change it. Ah, man. Really got to restart cursor. I'm going to do that afterwards, but it's not telling me. You know, I got to look on the right here to see what's actually changing. Oh, you can't see that because I expanded it out a bit. Here, let me do this. It's okay. We didn't really use it anyways. But I'm looking over here, and for some reason it's not showing me. It'll have like a little button that says, you know, some code has changed. So I got to click this thing and to see what they're doing. Gosh, this thing is slow, like really slow. It drives me crazy how slow. I don't know why it's running so slow. thing might go so slow that it ain't worth it. Wow. Oh my gosh. This thing is bad slow. All right, just stop. Okay. So it goes to type. Well, we could do it here too. Type. Okay. Oh, I see. All right. Okay, so there's that. That might be it. All right, so let's see. Oh, there's some sort of issues. System type. Let's see here. System features. Oh, I see. All right. So now we should be good. Let's see. Oh, still got some errors. Up where? System features 79. Oh, I'm not in features. Oh, this apparently wasn't saved. Backend services. Then that's not real. Okay, backend. That's interesting. Went into features, just immediately blew up. Function is not a function. Oh, right here. Ooh, I've now got to search. Yeah, got some template stuff. Got to fix. Okay, backend. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's totally not right at the moment. Huh. I don't know what that thing is doing. But we're not there yet. This is what we got to fix. We got to go to the package name. That's got to change, and then it was in config as well. No. Oh, that's the rest one. I'm just going to delete this. Okay. Okay, we're good there. Let's try it out. Can't CD into API. Backend features. There's a lot of stuff apparently broken here. All right. There we go. Gosh, we're so close to being able to do this full release. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to finish up the toolkit. The only thing I got left is to do a basic front end. I think it's actually mostly done. I think it might just be connecting to the SDK or something like that, and maybe getting a good little health button that, you click the health button and it runs through. That way, you run your back end, you run your front end, and it will show that all three are connected together. And then I've got to set it up so that the system runs all three of those. Creates a folder, runs all three. And then after that, I just got to do a bunch of guides on how to use the system, how to do the, document the configurations and stuff like that. Let's see here. What do we need? Should we do? I guess we can do this one more time. I don't think we need to run through the entirety of it. Just need to make sure that it does actually indeed run. Okay, it runs. That is cool. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our toolkit. We're going to do this. We're going to run ESLint. I don't know if there are any tests. Of course, there's some stuff here that I got to fix. Let's see. Oh, that's quite a bit. All right, here we go. Backend services. Type should come before. That goes here. Okay, domain services. Don't need that. The types is also too far up. Then we got a bunch of these underscore cross layers. That's fine. Okay, front end services. Just doing kind of the same thing. Let's run it again. Whoop, not test. Those are all sorts of messed up. You know, it can be annoying to have to kind of, you know, appease the ESLint masters, but I will say it does produce it takes the code from like that 90% good or maybe 85% good to like 99% good. It really does actually help quite a bit. Because I mean, you can see the main thing we're doing here is just removing dead code. It's less you got to read. It's less it's got to be maintained. More code is not better. These need to go down here. Then we go to services. This needs to go up here. Yeah, I really need to get my MCP server for developing my development standards and put them out. Because the AI definitely produced a bunch of code that let's see here, workspace services. You know, we got the same problems last time. Not using that. Is get system marker down here? It is. Yeah, that's actually a legitimate variable. $21. $32. Unexpected try catch. What is the point of this? I totally agree. This is really dumb. $46. Unexpected. Oh. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. That try catch is not functional because I actually don't agree with that. workspace E is 55. Ah. Okay. Okay, now all we're going to do, add it all. Features. Add support for creating a backend MCP system. Apparently I haven't pushed it up yet. All right. Think that's pretty much about it. That's the, setting this up. I'll definitely say that I think, if you're new to noding layers, seeing me work on the toolkit may not be the easiest because it's a little bit more, you're doing like this templating thing and there's like combining together. It can be a little bit, it's hard because you're talking about like systems within systems and stuff like that, like meta programming or whatever. But I will be in the future. I've already got in my mind exactly what video I'm going to do here pretty shortly. I just need to get this done. I've got to get this done, get it off my plate. Then I can say I'm done. I've completed it. It's there. It's ready to be used because I may use it at some point. So I need to get this done. The front end code is like quasi done. I'll do another video that's actually going to do the front end. There's really not a lot that needs to be done because I've already worked on that. It's just making sure that it all, like it connects to an SDK and it works and, it's all streamlined together. And then making sure that system, I'll probably do that in the last video, just going like wrapping it all up. And then that'll be it on the toolkit stuff. The thing I'm going to work on after that is I'm going to work on an auth layer. And the auth layer is going to have, you're finally going to get to see me do like actual node and layer development where I'm building a package that will go out and it'll be one of the official packages that it's out there. And it will be, you're going to get like a user model. You're going to get like a organization model. And it'll have logic of things like, it'll have like MCP or Express middleware to validate a, what am I thinking? It will have the middleware necessary for doing like user authentication. And it will also have some plugins so that like, depending on your setup, like, I'll put out another package that will do like OAuth 2 or something like that. I'll have to, plot it out and plan it out. But I'll be building like actual regular real packages and they'll go in there because we're basically taking it, we're taking our system, building framework from where it is, and there's a couple key things that we know that people are really going to need. They're going to want to be able to do the authentication part, and then after that, we really need that kind of management backend or that management server front end GUI for doing administration on top of the models. That's once we do that, we're like on par with the typical Django setup. Yeah, we don't have like the kind of like templating type stuff that, a Django backend has, but I don't think we really, to be perfectly honest, I don't think we really even need that because once you're talking about like building with an SDK, SDK first development, that you then put that code, those interfaces on either side, your back end and your front end, you don't really have, your front end doesn't really do a lot. Not to mention you got reusable code on that SDK that you can use on either side. But once we start doing the models, and you see how you integrate the models in there, then it becomes that next level stuff because it handles all like the validation and all, because you don't do none of that kind of stuff. I think that's it for now. We'll see you in the next video. This is Node and Layers.